pounds.
Hi teacher, good afternoon. We are from Industrial Engineering and my team will talk about Sabrita supply chain process, and my team is conformed by Omar Eduardo, Edgar Daniel, and me, Angel Fernando. The Sabritas is part of the company of PepsiCo that it is produce some products like Pepsi, Sabritas, Gamesa, Quaker, Gatorade, and some drinks. And we are going to talk only of the Sabritas, the potatoes, and all the process of the chain of supply. This is a resume of our project or presentation, and it begins when the potato is grown, and it finished when the product is sold in the stores. And my partner Omar will continue.
Well, hi teacher. We talk about to the process about to the potatoes of Sabritas company. So firstly, the process begins at the La Soledad. He's located in Nuevo León. He's a ranch in Mexico. So where the potatoes are grown, and they are collect about 150 tons per day. It is collected by hand and placed in a small bag. So next, the transportation. The transportation is important because all the potatoes are transported to different parts. So they are deposited inside a large sack and are moved with tractors. By means of a lifter, the potatoes are introduced inside the trucks. Then, the transport of potatoes is exclusively terrestrial, is only. So they are transported to different places, for example, in Saltillo, Guadalajara, Veracruz, Mexicali, and Obregon. So about the requirements for transportation are the next. Firstly, closed vehicles should not be used without refrigeration for the transport or freight produced, except on very short distance from farmers. This is only for save the quality of the potatoes. So the next, make sure the vehicles have a good damping system. It's important. The third, the vehicle must always be protected from direct sunlight. Fourth, abrupt movements of the log must be avoided. And five, it is important to monitor the loading and unloading maneuvers to control damage from blows or injuries. And the last one, avoid overloading vehicles to reduce compression damage. So about to storage, it's an important step in the potatoes. So the truck is lifted to release charge to dump it into containers. Then it rises by a system of conduction of water that helps to keep the first filtering or washing progress to be started. So next, my partner Pollo continue with the presentation.
Well, the next step is of the potato is go through the peeling, where it removes more than 90% of the peel. It is made with the hands of the employee, and the potatoes is transported by a rolling, and it is coated with a knife where the employee there's some fails or damage in the potato and it separates. The next step is throw the water. The flasks are conducted by washing them before the fryer. It is transported in a bag with water and it's washed. And the next is it fall down in the container before the process of fryer. And then the next step is by means of an air jet separates the good potatoes from the bad ones. It is a special machine that with some sensors it looks the color of the potato and separates the good of the bad ones. The bad ones is put in a container where it go to the trash, and the others are part of the next step. And this is the step of distribution and flavoring equipment. There the potato is waiting, and it is put a flavor, the disponible flavor that will have sabritas, and then is the next step that will my partner Daniel will talk about.
The automatic weight system up to 8 flours simultaneously. After being introduced into the wrapping, it is moved by means of a plastic bag to the carton packaging station. The boxes are moved by pallets pulled manually to the warehouse distribution. And by means of roller ramps, the boxes are unloaded to the delivery trucks, later to be manually uploaded. Finally, from the distribution centers, the merchandise is transferred to the self-service stores or the grocery stores, where the product is finally purchased by the customer.
Like conclusion. As a conclusion, we can say that industrial engineering is a very important area in an industry. This was a small example of a process that can be done by an industrial engineer. Sabritas is a company that competes worldwide, so its process must have the highest possible quality. As time goes by, this changes the observed development in industrial engineering leads to anticipate more change. Industrial engineers are actually working in almost all areas of industrial activity. In recent years, a new change has been made obviously. Industrial engineers must deal with the entire production and distribution system of the company. As industrial engineering changes and grows, it presents new, fascinating and important opportunities for all of us who are preparing to be industrial engineers.
Mm, mm, this is all, and thank you for your attention. If you have a question, you can post below in the comments and we'll answer you. Thank you.